Namaskar and welcome everyone. I am Bindya and I work with Transform Schools as Director Programs. In this video, we are going to talk about the Transform Learning Program and specifically the capacity building approach that the program takes. As you might be aware by looking at other videos, the Transform Learning Program focuses on bridging the learning gaps amongst class 8 and 9 students. It does cover competencies of classes 3 to 8 and can be easily adopted for earlier classes as well. But today we would focus more on the capacity building approach that the program has adopted. So today I, along with Jayanti, will take you through the approach, specifically the capacity building approach that the program adopts and follows through the course of the program delivery. It's very important for the success of the program that key stakeholders, whether it is government or trainers or academic institutions within the state or teachers, they understand the objective and the approach and the processes, the protocols of the program, and therefore the role of trainers become very important. We do see that teachers play a very important role, but so is the importance that we assign to the roles of various officials and technical partners that work with teachers to deliver this program. What we do through this program, first of all, is to ensure that all these key stakeholders are oriented on the program design and processes, and the roles and responsibilities and expectations for each phase of the program is clearly set and agreed with these stakeholders. That being one part, there are also some of the recommended facilitation practices that we discuss with our group of trainers and expect them to follow them, apply them while they are delivering teacher training at the district level. State government officials and Transform Schools, along with the team of subject experts, collaborates to deliver the trainings for the program. बहुत क्विकली मैं आपको ये भी बताती हूँ कि कौन कौन से स्टेक होल्डर्स के साथ किस तरह की ट्रेनिंग्स प्रायोरिटाइज की जाती हैं. पहला जो ग्रुप हम ट्रेन करते हैं वो डिस्ट्रिक्ट ऑफिशियल्स का है, सो दैट दे कैन अंडरस्टैंड द प्रोग्राम डिज़ाइन और कौन से इसके principles हैं that have to be kept in mind while delivering the program and ascertaining the quality, but at the same time also the protocols that need to be ensured for successful and effective delivery. After that, we do train a group of trainers who then train teachers at the district level. With these two groups, our focus is that they are able to understand the program design. They have the facilitation skills. They understand effective teaching practices, and then they are familiar with the resources of the program. So then they can deliver their role more effectively. Second important group that gets trained for the delivery of the program is the group of trainers who are selected from state and district. And the teachers who will be delivering the program, and the subjects, the teachers are prioritized who are teaching math, science, English, Hindi or Odia in the partner states. The trainers and the teachers, they are trained in two phases. The first phase is of 3 days, and which is planned at the beginning of the program, wherein teachers and trainers, they get oriented on the program design, the assessment design, and also how to administer it. The second part is where they get familiarized with the resources, and then they also do some practice sessions, so they are comfortable with the content and the processes, and they feel confident to implement it. They are also broadly informed about the best and the recommended teaching practices that will have impact on student learning, so they could carry them forward even beyond the life of the program. The second phase of the training is planned when schools have delivered the foundation camp, and then they have certain experiences, also the data from baseline to reflect upon. So the trainers and the teachers, they come back for a 2-day training wherein we review the progress of the program so far, but we also then outline the objective and the focus of the second phase of the program, which is supported learning phase, and the third phase, which is consolidation camp. The processes related to endline assessments are again reinforced, and then certain challenges or situations that they have faced during the first phase are discussed and solutions are explored. So in a year, this is the minimum 5-day training that these two groups receive. We also do an orientation of head teachers at the beginning of the program, so they understand the program design and also be clear on the kind of support teacher would need from the head teachers to effectively deliver the program. Head teachers are also aware of the quality assurance framework, so at their own end also they can ensure high quality delivery of the program. These are the key stakeholders that are oriented. Towards the end, we also orient the state level MIS department on how to analyze the data, how to run different reports. So in collaboration with Transform Schools team, a joint report can be developed and shared with the state level review and coordination committee. State governments, its partner and Transform Schools generally come together towards the end of the program to host a lesson learned workshop. आइडिया ये रहता है कि हम लोग फील्ड में जब प्रोग्राम का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन है उससे जुड़े चैलेंजेस, उससे जुड़ी सक्सेसेस, उससे जुड़ी अचीवमेंट और बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस को एक साथ डिस्कस करें और विचार और मंथन के बाद ये डिसाइड करें कि क्या चेंजेस हैं जो प्रोग्राम में करने हैं या कुछ क्रिटिकल डिसीजंस जो प्रोग्राम के एक्सपेंशन या कंसोलिडेशन से रिलेटेड हो सकते हैं वो लिए जा सकें. दिस इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट ऑफ द ट्रांसफॉर्म टीम्स अप्रोच wherein we would like to learn from the field, we would like to learn from the experiences that the program participant had during the course of the implementation and improve the quality of our offering itself. Like this sums up the kind of review, meeting, planning workshops that happen. If need be, a resource review and development workshops are set up separately. Having said that, it is up to Transform Schools and state government to decide if they want to increase or decrease the duration of these training. Suppose if a state has taken a staggered approach to expansion, and in second year if they don't want to call the older districts for 5-day training, the duration of the trainings can be adjusted. Many such changes in the capacity building plans are possible and can be done in agreement between the two partners. I will conclude this part by highlighting some of the key aspects of the capacity building approach. Firstly, as you would have noticed, this doesn't focus only on the design of the program. It does, the trainings, the capacity building does talk about effective management, effective teaching and effective facilitation techniques that the group of teachers or trainers participating in the program can use widely and for purposes beyond this program. Secondly, it uses a blended approach. So we don't stop or we don't hand over the program by just delivering one face-to-face training. Teachers and trainers and other stakeholders are connected through either WhatsApp groups or during the quality assurance visit. These are the platforms that are used for exchanging feedback, asking queries, and also offer ongoing academic and management support to the schools and the participants. Thirdly, the program also provides resources to the participants, so if they have any concerns or any queries or any doubts about the program, they could go back and self-study them and be independent in terms of taking the program forward. These three things are very critical. And lastly, we do take regular feedback from the program participants to then improve the quality of capacity building itself, but also the larger feedback on program improvement. Program makes sure that the capacities within the government system are strengthened, so we collaborate with government system to train and to improve capacities of key stakeholders that will be managing or delivering this program moving forward. I would conclude my part here and would hand this session over to Jayanti, who would brief you about the various capacity building events planned for the program and also share with you some of the effective facilitation techniques. Thank you.
Taking on from where Bindya left off, the concept of capacity building in itself is a means to ensure the sustainability of any learning program. In this sense, the Transform Schools team liaises with state and district officials, who in turn select a group of master trainers. The master trainers will carry out any training at the teacher level. The Transform team works to build capacity at the master trainers level as well as at the teaching level. The training takes place with the master trainers by a team from the Transform schools. The training design in itself is extremely robust, experiential and hands-on. It is also participatory, inviting a lot of questions and answers from the participants so that they understand the process and are able to take this further. Once the master trainers are comfortable with the training, and here I may add that the training will handle aspects of the logistics of the program, the implementation of the program, subject pedagogy and certain skills and capacities that the trainers may need in order to effective further cascade. Once this level of training is done, the master trainers take on this training to the teachers at the teaching level. This may be done according to the convenience of each district on dates that may be decided by the state for a certain number of days, also with the resources, places and venues available for the same. The training at the district level may happen block-wise, may happen in schools depending on the places and venues available. Once the training at the school teacher level is done, the teachers take this further into the classroom. Thus the whole cycle is completed, starting with the stakeholders at the state level, moving on to district master trainers, moving on to teachers and finally to the students who complete the loop. In order for this training to carry on, we have also enlisted an orientation of head teachers so that the whole school works together to ensure an impactful learning program. The orientation of head teachers is a one-day program which again the master trainers will be trained on. Where will all this material come from? How are the trainers, after undergoing a training, going to go ahead and cascade something? This may be a question that needs answering. For that, the Transform Schools team has worked very, very diligently to create written textual resources accompanied by appropriate videos and PowerPoint presentations which will aid the trainer to take his training further. These resources are available in the form of two manuals. One we call the Program Implementation Guideline and the other one is the Capacity Building Manual. The Program Implementation Guideline has a very clear agenda for what has to happen during the training, for what will happen during the head teacher orientation program, the roles and responsibilities of each of the stakeholders involved in this program, be it at the state level, the district level, the head teachers, the district master trainers, as well as the teachers themselves. It will also give a clear instruction on how the program can be implemented in the schools, right from the diagnostic assessment level, the foundation camp, the supported learning phase, finally the consolidation camp, and lastly the final diagnostic assessment. All this information is given clearly in the implementation guideline. To add to that, how will the trainer take what he has undergone further? This is done in the form of a capacity building manual. The capacity building manual has detailed sessions on each and every aspect of training that the trainer has undergone. This includes the agenda, the training plan, as well as delineation of each session. There are two sections to it. One is orientation of the head teachers and the second is the training of the teachers. Both of these have their own agenda which is very clearly in place. Whilst the sessions are detailed with the required presentations, videos, PowerPoints, etc. that go with it, they also offer ample scope and flexibility for the trainer to tweak them or modify them depending on where he or she is conducting the training. This brings us to the next part. What is going to enable, what capacity is going to enable the trainer to take what he has further? The skill of effective facilitation. As you may already be aware, the role of a facilitator is to ease the process of learning, ease the process of understanding, of learning for an individual or for a group. The facilitator can achieve this by building a connect with the group of learners. He or she can build this connect either through interaction, through activities done with them, through humor, through jokes, through sharing real life experiences, through sharing of analogies, examples of films, cricket scores, other anecdotes that may be relevant to the learner group. Once the energy between the learners and the facilitator is in sync, the session takes on a different dimension. If the trainer has to cascade his trainings further to the teachers, his skills as a facilitator are of extreme importance. The other aspect of facilitation is the ability for active listening. Listening just to listen. No opinions, no biases demonstrated. At the same time, inviting the learner into a space where he feels free to question, where he feels that his voice can be heard. These are the qualities that a facilitator needs to have in order to take the training further. At the Transform Learning program, whilst we work with the master trainers on facilitation, we also model facilitation in every session that we work with them on. Essentially, capacity building then works through training, through a lot of use of written textual resources, and finally through effective facilitation. Thank you.